I mean, in the worst case, that's not really a huge problem because we'll have
I,
the stream.
I think you got.
Stream's come back.
I think you got me, Rory.
Stream's back.
Like, what's going on, kids? I feel like the dogs might be downstairs chewing on the router, and like I'm just up here hitting buttons, and the dogs are like, "Arr, arr, ah." That's making me happy.
That's better.
It's better, but I'm nervous. Right? I feel like this the second. Yeah, I know.
It's just. Oh, and it's back.
Yeah, but I'm just like the second I say anything. Oh, but I'm looking at my upload speed dropping.
Yeah. Spinner again for me. And you're back.
Oh wow, it
It
just jumped up again. What is going on? How did you pay the bill last month? Kids, get off the internet. Yeah.
Okay, suddenly, for no reason, the video on Skype has kicked in, albeit low quality.
Oh yeah, it's all over the place. I feel like that scene in Airplane where the plane's coming in and they're like, it's at 12,000 feet. He's at 30,000 feet. He's down at 800 feet. Oh man, it's dying. It is dying. I am going to, and then all of a sudden it jumps up to like 9,000 kilobits per second. Yeah, I think I might want to investigate that dog theory. It looks like I'm back again. I was just going to go raid. I was going to say, well, let's raid everybody. If it drops down again, let's get ready for a raid, kids. It sounds like maybe you can see me and hear me now.
Good now. It's nice and good quality from what I can see.
Here's what I'm going to do, kids. I'm going to set you up for a raid. I'm going to raid you guys if this happens again. And we'll just chalk it up to, dogs chewing on the cables. Maybe we didn't pay, and somebody down at the headquarters is like, hitting the switch, pulling that switch down. So, and my Stream Deck over here is not working. Why is that not working? Oh my God! So I'm going to add 3 pieces of hardware now that I have to like kind of unplug and replug in USB related stuff, and I'm about to do this. I'm tracing the cord over. And so, Rory, our show's been going really, really well so far.
Up until the moment I decided I was about to join.
Yeah, I don't know. Something happened. I had another theory that it was I was connected to the DevExpress VPN, and I think I forgot to disconnect before I started, and not thinking it was a big deal. And I thought, oh, maybe the VPN shut down. That's what was my original theory. Come on,
just going to say. Now, both the stream and the Skype have high quality everything from my end.
Okay. I'm still nervous. All right. I got my Stream Deck working again. Okay, great. Got a meeting in 7 minutes. Happy programming, says Angry Little Hamster. Hey, Angry Little Hamster, thanks so much for bearing with us while we're trying to work through this whole little mess. Kids, all right, so I guess we're back. Thanks to everybody who stuck with us through all of that. That was kind of interesting. Let's see if we can figure out where we were. I was over with some code. Let's go. The code was in the spreadsheet. And I had just done 2 things. I had created a feature called Arcane Trickster. You know what? Let's sort these right here. Data, sort right there. Then it should show up at the top. There it is right there. And I just added on Start Game to add spells Mage Hand. Okay? Because an Arcane Trickster has that no matter what. It's a super, it's a super cool feature of that it's got. It's got that spell just as a bonus. So we're going to go ahead and say save there. Now we've got add spells. We added it. You know what? Let's start our overlays up so we can actually get some music and control and all kinds of things. Let's get that running. In our D&D app, now if we run the D&D app, when we click on Willie's character, we should see we should see Mage Hand as one of the spells he can cast. So that's what we're looking for there. We'll see if we see that when we start it up. Let's start it up. And I think we're going to need to refresh our drone game and our overlay. And that's our back overlay and our front overlay as well. Let's see how these do. Usually when I do all of these at once, one or two of these overlays take a long time to load. In fact, normally like our drone game loads in like a moment or two, but it's not. Something was still taking a while to load up. What is it? The drone game is still not finished loading. Those are the scroll bars we're seeing from that. Let's see what happens when we're over here. Wait, let's actually check to see how we're doing on the front overlay. Front overlay is not loaded yet either. And is the back overlay loaded? Nothing is loaded. Everything is still kind of stuck with multiple scroll bars on here. That would imply then I'm at 100% CPU. Oh yeah. Let's, I feel like if I say, hey, you know what, don't everything all show up at once. If I turn off some of these things and say, hey, wait, one more time, just easily, let's do it one at a time here. Drone game, you load yourself first. That's number one. And then, let's see, I've got no scroll bars there. Dragon front overlay, you'll load yourself next. And then Dragon back overlay, you load yourself next.
No longer 100% CPU.
Yeah, and it's like if I throw everything at OBS and say reload, 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 OBS is like, like that. But if I kind of stop it and then say try one more time, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, no worries, everything's cool. So let's initialize the player data. How we doing? We got a drone flying. And let's switch over to Willie. And Mage Hand. Look at that. With a hint showing up. Look at that right there, kids. That's like called professionalism right there. That's a pro move right there. Right? That's super cool. So that's one of the features of the traits for Arcane Trickster. Let's see what else he's got with Arcane Trickster. Well, the spell slots. We need to see spell slots for this guy. And we need to figure that out. So let's go figure out how we're doing spell slots already. Let's see if I got anything called spell slots out here. Spell slots. Get available spell slots. By character class. And there's another one up here. Yeah, I don't think this is true anymore, actually. I got a bug here, and I did some more research, and I found information contrary to this. So it's actually the overall level. I don't think this is a bug. Let's see where I called this from. Character class. Okay. So this is the deal. Here's the problem. Right here. Get spell slot levels. Where's this called? Add spell slots. That's for every player. Sweet. Okay, let's come in and let's refresh again. And let's do this. What do I have here? I have character class, and I've got a subclass as well. So I think what I want to do is I want to come in no, I want to do this. I want to extract this to its own method here. Ooh, but yeah, I guess I am. I'm okay with that. And we're going to call this add available spell slots like this. And I might be introducing a bug here. Well, this is the bug. This is a real bug right here. If the character multi-classes in two classes that can both cast spells, should we keep the spell slots separate?
That's a good question.
Rory, do me a favor, mute your microphone a second and then unmute it. Yeah, unmute it. I'm hearing like a little weird kind of sound coming from, I think, your side over there.
I wonder if that's the rain. I've got a corrugated roof of some description here.
And you got some rain?
I got a bunch of rain.
That is rain I'm hearing then. Okay, it is raining. More proof that Rory might be real and not artificial.
I tell you what, the simulation is getting difficult to maintain because there's a lot of raindrops to simulate.
It is. You know, a lot of people would just, a lot of programmers out there would just, grab a recording of raindrops, but not Rory.
No.
Not artificially intelligent Rory, who's not real at all. He's like Vision. We created him earlier in the show. If you haven't seen the earlier shows, they're pretty amazing.
Oh, you want to go back and watch that stuff?
Not this Dungeons and Dragons gaming stuff. We did professional stuff back in the old days. All right, so let's see here. So I want to do this, and then I want to do... I want to use... I want to come in here and I want to use decompose parameter on this. What? It's not here. Oh, because I'm passing it in. What's happening in here? What am I doing with character class in here? It's the level. Okay, let me kill the app and I'm going to use decompose parameter here as well. What's going on with name? What am I using name in here for? The class name? Get data. Oh. Ah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to use decompose parameter in here. So let's do it. So get available spell slots, decompose parameter. We're going to pass in instead level and name. Like that. I'm going to reorder parameters. I want name first. So reorder parameters, right arrow key, enter, and there, that's done. Get available spell slots is there. Yeah, this is the bug that I think is incorrect. Uh-oh. I got a problem.
Right, because both versions of them have this string followed by int at that point.
Yeah, what's going on here?
We rename one first.
Okay.
Get away with it.
Well, all right. So we don't need this anymore. This was just a...
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's do this. I'm going to reorder parameters to create the uncompilable code. Then I'm going to delete this, including the bug comment, because I now am relatively confident that bug was incorrect. That we use the overall level when you're casting of the player, not individual levels when you're casting a spell. A few rare spells have effects that depend on the level of the player. Here, look at me. I'm floating in the space. If you see me floating, Rory, tell me I'm going to hit a button to drop me down. That's another problem I've got with...
I hadn't actually noticed, but the delay on the stream allowed me to see that. That was a bit novel.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to talk about it. This is me. Don't want to talk about it. Add spell slots are here. Okay. Let's jump back. I feel like we're jumping into places we weren't. I want to go where we were. Let's hit Control Dash to jump back. Here's where I think we are, right here. Okay. Now here, I want to come in and do the same thing here. I want to come in here and I want to decompose this parameter. Watch how this is going to clean up too when I do this. So let's do this. In fact, you can see from the preview, up right here is the old stuff and there's the new stuff. So it's going to look a lot better. So we're going to do that, decompose that, and guess who wants to... By the way, why is level first? I think it's because if we jump into character class, that's the order in which, let's see, name and level. Nope, it's the opposite. I'm not sure why there's that. It's alphabetical, level name. Maybe that's why. Anyway, I don't want that. I'm going to come in here and reorder the parameters here. Like that. And add available spell slots, character name. Good. Good. Good.
Why are we passing in results in order to then populate it? Wouldn't we not better to have this be a function that returns array of int?
Because of this.
Oh.
I want to be able to accumulate spell slots from multiple
Right.
character classes.
So you call this once for one class and you get 9 things added, and then you pass the same set of results back in and add more things again.
Yeah, that's currently what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
But
Good
I've got
answer.
this, but I've got it. If character multi-classes and 2 classes that can both cast spells, should we keep all spell slots separate? That's the question I've got here that I need to answer at some point. But for now, I'm not answering that question.
If that's not true, if we should keep them separate, then you're going to need to have a list of classes, each of which gets their own set of spell slots.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something crazy, and it's like it kind of gets really complex. And I'm like, wait, really? And also, that's a really odd multi-class, right? I'm a wizard / sorcerer, right? Because there's a
Yeah.
fair amount of overlap. The real thing about, I think the real attraction to multi-classing is so that you can do a variety of things. You can be both
Yeah.
a fighter and a spellcaster, for example.
Almost opposing things are pretty attractive because they have
Right.
completely different advantages in different situations.
Yeah, so it's an edge case scenario that I think in our games we'll never have to support. And so I just wrote it down here as something to consider, in case anybody is ever maintaining this code in the future and they do need that. They can look at my note here and they can say, okay, I see this was not designed for that, to support that. So now I want to go to my subclass here. And my subclass is an enum. All that rain over there, buddy.
Yeah. Thankfully, I am indoors, not an outside broadcast at the moment.
Yeah, so somewhere in here, we're going to have Arcane Trickster in here. Let's make sure we can see that. There it is right there. That's one of those subclasses right there. And so then we're going to say, hey, can we cast spells? Interesting, we're passing in the name, the string name on it. And we got to fix this too. Now, Arcane Trickster spellcasting ability is what? We need to figure that out. Features and traits. Where's Arcane Trickster? Come on, there it is right there. Will it tell us? No. Got to look it up. I think it's Charisma. So let's go to that first one right there. Rogue table. Come on, where is it? Arcane Trickster. Where's my spell casting ability? Why aren't you telling me this faster? Right out here. Let's look for spell casting ability. Intelligence. Is that right? Am I in the right spot? Arcane Trickster. It's intelligence.
Yeah, sounds plausible.
Yeah, it sounds plausible, but it's incredibly implausible that it puts us so far away from where I needed that data. Okay, so intelligence. So now we're going to duplicate this line and we're going to say Arcane Trickster, like that. So we should be able to get out there. Can cast spells. And so then we're going to say get... and just, are we lowercasing that? There we are. We're checking that there. Okay.
Is Arcane Trickster 2 words or 1? Because I note that in other places you've got a space in Favored Soul and one other.
I'm going to pass it in as 1 because I'm coming in from, it's 1 word from subclass, and it's also 1 word in my data. In my, there's my sheets, but in my tables, I've got the table name. You'll see it in a second. There it is right there. 1 word. Arcane Trickster. Whoops, I said there it is right there, but it's behind Fred. It's right over there. Like that.
Gotcha.
Okay? All right, so now we just got to get the string name from here, and I forget how to do this. Get the name of I don't remember if it's easy or if it's a call. I want to say it's like enum.getName. That's what I think it is. I'll show you what my guess is on this. It's enum.getName, enum type, and then I guess I got to do a type of, like this on whatever it is, subclass. And then pass in that. I think
Pretty
that's
good guess.
my guess.
As wild swings go, that's pretty good.
All right, let's see if that works. We got a breakpoint up here and get spell slot levels. And I think we're ready to run.
Okay.
What's super cool is if this works, I don't know. If this works, it'll be awesome. One thing
There'll
I'm
be
not
a spontaneous outpouring of congratulations from the chat room.
I'm not sure I like this. I think this should be in a table. Sorry.
Yeah, that
Thanks,
makes some
Roy.
sense.
I don't like this in code.
So the rule of thumb in theory is if it's specific to your instance of Dungeons and Dragons, i.e. the 5 characters you're playing with and whatever, then maybe it should be in the data. If it is entirely generic, you can put it in the code, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying here. Let's set a...
And if you're forced to put it in both, it suggests it should be in data.
Yeah, let's do one other thing here. Let's do this. If this is not equal to subclass.none, I just want to have a little bit of... I don't want to get here if there's no other reason to get there. I put a breakpoint here because I want to put a to-do. Put this in a table, Mark. Come on. Okay. Let's see if we jump out over here. Set a breakpoint there. Should get there at some point in time. That's nice. Look at this. That is debug visualizer. Telling me that my wild guess totally worked. My wild swing. You guys have that term over there in England? Wild swing?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do that for cricket?
Possible. I don't really follow the cricket, but
Do you guys scoff at American baseball? You guys like
we're
that?
barely aware of it.
Fair. Totally fair.
To be fair, no, there's probably quite a lot of people over here who are big fans, and we'll follow it. I think there
really?
is some of it on TV. It's just not a primary thing. I think broadly the country is for some strange reason, in love with soccer.
Okay, I just hit... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. Personally, I like the rugby, which the World Cup is now proving very entertaining.
You know, I don't like rugby. You know why?
Why?